Everyone, now I'm going to explain you illustration number 2. It's there on your page number 82. Have a look. Rama and Company started business on 1st Jan 2014 with assets. We are given cash value 12,000, stock 8,000, furniture 20,000, machinery 10,000, creditors is 3,000 and bank overdraft given is 2,000. Pass necessary entry is given. Yesterday, in my previous video, I have told you opening entries is nothing, dear students, but to find out the capital of the business, the net business value of that particular organization. So, what do we generally do? We deduct the liabilities from our assets, we deduct the obligations from the assets of the organization. So, have a look how we'll be posting all this information. You'll be writing on top journal proper and then you will draw the format. We don't have two parts, I mean left hand side and right hand side. It's going to be one single part, that is date you'll be writing, then you have particulars, ledger folio number, debit amount in rupees and credit amount in rupees. What you have to remember is whatever assets of the organization should be debited and whatever are the liabilities of the organization will be credited. Okay. All right. So let us see the first one. This is Rama and Company. So we can write journal proper in the books of Rama and Company as the heading. Okay. Let me write it in the books of Rama and Company. Okay. For the year ended, if you wish, you can mention it over there, 2014. It's always better when we give a full heading, because I did a mistake by putting the heading before itself. I'm not able to finish it. But in the books of Rama and Company, for the month, for Jan 2014, will conclude it. All right. So here particulars we have. First one, it's clearly given with the assets, cash, stock, furniture, machinery. When it is creditors, creditors means to whom we have to pay the amount. It is a liability of the organization. It is the obligation, it's the duty of the organization to pay them back. So it becomes a liability. So let us begin with the assets. We are given cash. So how we will write is, the date is already given, year 2014. On Jan 1st, we made this capital. Already we are given cash. So how we will write is, you'll just put cash account. First we will write all the assets of the organization. Then we will write all the liabilities of the organization. Cash. Oka company ki aasti. Cash annadi. It's an asset. So it is debited. So how we will write cash account and just mention debited. Amount we are given is 12,000. So we will put that amount. Then after cash we have stock. Stock as 8,000, we'll put that. Okay. Then we have stock account debited again. How much is the amount? 8,000. Okay. After stock we have furniture 20,000. Furniture is also the asset. I don't have to explain you again, dear students. We have spoken about different kinds of assets in an organization in my previous videos. Still you have doubt regarding that, you can leave a message on my WhatsApp. I'll get back to you. Furniture we are given 20,000. So we will put that amount as well. After that we have machinery. Machinery is again the asset of the organization. Even that is to be recorded. Machinery account is to be debited as well, because it is an asset. The amount given is 10,000. After machinery we have creditors and bank overdraft. If you see this illustration carefully, we have recorded all the assets: cash, furniture, machinery, stock. So we are not left with any assets. Now we can start writing the liabilities of the organization, obligations of the organization. So in journal proper, this is how you'll show the assets, dear students. You'll just put it in the particulars column. But when you show the liability, to prove it that it is the liability, we start with the word to. Initially you will have to leave a space. Then you'll put the word to. We were given creditors. Creditors account. How much were we given? We are given 3,000 rupees. Okay. So now because this is credit item, we will put the amount in the credit column. How much? 3,000. Okay. This is the reason why we have made two amount columns, one belonging to debit, the other one to credit. Debit we will write only assets, in credit we'll put all the liabilities. Then the next we have is bank overdraft as 2,000. That is also the liability of the organization. So we will put it here. Bank overdraft account 2,000. We recorded all the assets and all the liabilities. The formula for capital I said is assets minus liabilities. What are the assets in the organization? All these amounts. So what you'll do? 12,000, that is stock amount, 8,000 furniture amount, plus 20,000 is 12,000 is cash amount, 8,000 stock, 20,000 is furniture amount, and machinery amount we have is 10,000. This is all assets. Okay, minus what is the liabilities of the organization? We have creditors and bank overdraft, that is 3,000 plus 2,000. So when you add assets, we have 50,000 in assets, and liabilities total has come to 3 plus 2,000, that is 5,000. So capital is equal to 45,000. Okay, so this is our answer. This is what we were trying to find. So here we will mention it as to capital account, and the difference amount, the calculation which we have done now. How did we do? All the assets here we added minus all these liabilities here. Then we got a difference amount of 45,000 that we are going to write here. Okay, and within brackets you will mention being the opening entry for above assets and liabilities. Being the opening entry for above assets and liabilities. Okay, this description is to be given. This description is for this amount, capital. Okay, how we got it and what is it we have done here. It depicts the whole scenario, what is done there. So that is being the opening entry for above assets and liabilities. Okay, all right. For to make it even more easy, now I'll just give you a list of liabilities because we don't have much of items over there. If you can remember this, you can do opening entries very easily, dear students. First and foremost, we have creditors, or let us say sundry creditors. Okay, creditors means from whom we have purchased or sold on credit, and whom we have to not sold on credit, from whom we have purchased on credit. So they will be called as creditors to us, means to whom we have to pay. And in case if we have sold anything on credit, the people who have to give us money, they will be called our debtors. Okay, so here liability means to whom we are supposed to pay, they will be our creditors. Okay, if we have done any deal with them, any purchase deal, those people, they come under creditors. Next we have is loan amount. In case if we have borrowed any amount from anyone, or let me say borrowed loan from Sundar, so there I am supposed to pay the amount back, or I have taken a loan from a bank, I am supposed to pay it back. Okay, so whatever a business organization is supposed to pay back, those all things are recorded in liabilities. Then we have bills payable. Okay, bills payable, it is a credit instrument which we generally use it in our credit purchase and sales. So in case if we have signed any document promising, the seller that we will pay the amount in so and so stipulated time. That becomes a bills payable to us. So again, it is a payment which is to be done by the company. So it is a liability of the organization. Then next fourth one we have is bank overdraft. Bank overdraft means in a bank, in case if you withdraw more than the amount which is actually there in your account, that is called as bank overdraft, which you have to pay back to the company. For example, let us say I have an account with SBI Bank and I have an amount of let us say 4 lakh rupees in the bank, it is there, but I was in a need of 4 lakh 25,000. Okay, and there are certain procedures to go through, and I was eligible to withdraw that extra 25,000 amount, which is actually not there in my bank account in the bank. Okay, so here I have to pay back this 25,000 to the bank. This is what is called as bank overdraft. When you have drafted more than what you have in the bank amount, that is called as bank overdraft, which you are supposed to pay back to the bank later on. So this is bank overdraft. And the fifth and final is capital. Capital is also a liability of the company. Capital means the amount which is put up into the business. Okay, when we all know that a business is to be treated as an artificial person. Now this artificial person, this business, let us say Jayashree Enterprises. Okay, Jayashree Enterprises, there are 2 or 3 people together we are doing business here. Okay, Jayashree has put up some amount, say Ria has put up some amount, say Sohan has put up some amount into the invested in this Jayashree Enterprises. So my company is supposed to pay them back the amount which they have invested at certain point of time or while the company is closing down. So this is how the company has to return back the investment amount. It is liable to pay back them. That is again terms and conditions. You'll learn it in detail. But what you all have to see, learn here or know here is that the amount which is invested into the company, the owners, they get that initial amount back. That is what is called as the obligation, the liability of the company to pay back. That is why capital is also a liability. So children, what I mean to say that in case if in the question if you see any word like creditors, loan, bills payable, bank overdraft, you will immediately put it into the liability. Rest all, anything else you see, you put it in the assets. Okay, this is a simple tip I am giving you. In case if you see government bonds, I didn't give it in the list of liabilities, put it in assets. If I say investment is not there here in the list, so put it in assets. Okay, in detail you will come to know about various items that fall under assets and liabilities. You will learn in your last chapter, that is final accounts. For now, to you to learn, I guess this much information is absolutely fine. Learn these 5 items nicely in the liabilities, where you will put it into liabilities like this. Just now I have explained. Rest any new term you find, put it in assets. Okay, the difference between these two is going to be the capital amount, because capital is also a liability we are showing here. So now once you are done with this, when you total all these, you will get 50,000. See, 45,000 plus 3,000, 48, 48 plus 2, 50. Likewise, 12 plus 8, 20, 40, 50, 50,000 here. Okay, 50,000 is equal to 50,000. This is how the opening entry of an organization is done, dear students. This was illustration number 2. Thank you all.